Okay, in this video I'm going to basically take you along with the journey. So right now we're in a location which is a derelict spot and I've got my camera with me. Nothing fancy this time. On the last shoot I did all of the lenses to show you the different feel, but this one is a 24-70 which lets us do a wide shot and a zoomed in shot and a 5D Mark II body. So now we're going to basically, I'm going to speak to you and give you the thinking behind what I'm doing. So if we focus on me and zoom out a bit so you can see a bit more of the location I'm in, this will give you an idea. So right now we are in this, well, it used to be an old college and they've broken it down. So it looks like a bit of a Mad Max kind of deserty feel about it. Behind me there's some scenery of the town which looks quite nice. So I'm thinking of using this spot here. Max, come here! I'm going to get Max and he should be our subject, and you'll see we have kitted Max out today. Come here Max, come on! Come here. He is wearing his bags. Hey, sit! And I'm also wearing my holster, so you can see in scenarios like this is actually brilliant. So let me make him face you so you can see him. Come here Max, come here. Here, sit. Do you want a drink? Sit. Make sure to look after your talent. So Max is very good because he drinks and carries his own drinks. So if he gets thirsty, we can make sure he's fully sorted out. So let's give him a little bit of a drink there. Get a nice close-up of him having a little splurter. So in this scenario here, we've let him loose for a bit to run around to see what he wants to do, explore the location, which lets him kind of get tired basically. That's it. Okay, so we'll leave that bowl there, so if he needs water he can come back and get some more. Let's put this back in here. So we have this little bag on him which will give him that feel of like kind of explorer out and about. If I get rid of this here, collar's going in here. So now, sit Max, sit, and wait please. Okay, so Max is very good. He's like no other model that you'll ever want or need because he will do what you want him to do. He won't chitter chatter back at you. And okay, so right now let me do a quick, I'm going to show you all these pictures on screen as I take them so you see exactly what's going on. So right now I haven't taken a photo. I'm basically using the in-camera function. So if you're quite new to photography, I'll show you this possibly. I don't know if you can see it. Come on here. So behind this screen here, let me know if you can see this here. Does that show up on screen okay? Maybe you need to zoom in a bit if it's blurry. Is that okay? Okay. So in the middle here is a little meter, light meter. So when I half click the button, you'll see a little dot up here. Now you can see that dot is right in the middle, which means it's not too dark and it's not too bright. I'm on 250 shutter speed. I'm on f-stop 5 aperture and I'm on 100 ISO. So before I've even taken a photo, I know if I take a photo now, that'll come out well exposed for the ground because that's what we metered on. So now I'll show you that picture as the first picture in the video, but as soon as I point upwards, you'll see it's gone all the way over here because now it's pointing to the sky, which means it's too bright. So I bring the aperture up and that comes down. So see how that's come down. But now what will happen is if I take a picture of that, the sky will be nicely exposed, but you'll see everything else is dark. So that's our starting point. We'll go back to where we were and we're going to find a mid-balance because we want both the sky and the foreground reasonably visible, which means not too dark, not too bright. We're shooting in RAW. Max, come here! We're shooting in RAW, which means we can take some detail back out as well. So we're not totally losing the shots. Come on! Good boy, come on, come on. So now it's time to do a few test shots. We have basically taken 2 shots without Max present. But what I like to do is normally I will find a spot, take a photo and make sure all the scenery looks good, and then I'll ask Max to sit in the picture. His name's Mash today. We're going to call him Mash just for the sake of it. Mash, come on. Okay, so right now we've changed the camera angle to show you my thought process about where we're taking a picture. So where I'm standing now, there's a roundabout and a bit of a road there. There's some nice clouds, there's a lot of greenery and a bit of deserty area there. But if we move over here slightly, you'll see that building maybe behind the trees, which is the new college. The old college used to be on this spot. So that's another perspective that we can look at. However, if we fully spin around and you point that way, we can get like a bit of a jungly feel, like a bit of a, because now here everything's green. So it's like trees and like building up slowly. So we've got mid trees and high trees. So when we take the picture, we'll have max foreground interest. We'll have the mid-ground with the bushes, and then we'll have the trees in the back. And then if we do a full 360, that way we've got a cityscape, urban cityscape. And that cityscape will be just up on the back here. So all of that cityscape in the back. So that's kind of 3 different shots that we'll probably get. And if we wanted to get like a bit of a building site feel, so I'm another drink. We've got this little bit here, the bank of bricks. So now we'll position in a way where we're taking the first shot. Okay, so you're getting a bit of a side view now to see what I'm going to be shooting. So if I do a, this is a 24-70, so I'll do a 24mm shot from where I'm standing, and then I'll zoom all the way in to 70mm. I'll do the same shot again. That shows you the range we've got to play with. Now I'm going to bend down and show you how that different feel is. You use the focusing points, and you can half click to focus and then reposition the shot, because with the old 5D Mark II we don't have as many focus points, there's only 9 I think. So that looks good. My mic panel behind me is not in the best place, so I'll readjust that, and that's better. Max, come here. So I've taken that shot, I know where I want to place Max. We have a food drink bowl here. Come here, Max. Come on. Normally he's not as food obsessed, but if you have a pet who likes food, you can get treats. Come here, Max. Come on. Come here. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Wait. Stay. So I'm going to back up to where I was. Stay. And now we'll do a little compose and recompose shot. Okay, that's number 1. Leave it. I'm hearing some more activity, so I'll just make sure there's no dogs about. Because Max is fine with people, but if he sees dogs, he want to protect us and go mad and attack them and mold them up like what's another, Tony, what's another? Okay, so we're not in the podcast now, so I can't talk to Tony. Okay, so our cameraman doing a great job today. Second time we're here, doing a beautiful shit. He knows what I'm talking about. Okay, Max. 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 Okay, so he's getting up. Good. You're doing a bit of a walk towards us. Okay, I've taken a few shots there. That's not bad. The ball is in the way. I need to recompose so I don't get the building, because I'm getting the red bricks over there. You'll see these on screen hopefully as I'm doing them. Okay, so if I reposition, it's all raw, mate, all raw today, no editing or anything. Okay, now that looks better here. Max, come here. So now we'll get him to sit in another spot. Max, come on. I won't do too many of these. I'll show you a few examples, but it'll give you an idea of what we're doing. Come on, Max, come here. Come here. You have to be very firm with him, because Max is the breed that tries his luck every time. Come here, Max. From the photos, see if you can tell me what breed he is in the comments below. Here, come here, Max. Okay, go and have a drink. He's a mix of 2 dogs, and it'll be interesting if you can tell me what breed he is. Max, come here. Hey, come here. Foos. Foos. Sit. Good boy. Wait. Wait. He's in a good position there. Let me see if I can whack him before he moves. Wait. So I'm going to focus, reposition, wait for him to look at me, just like he's done there. Focus, reposition. A lot of background. I might get a bit closer to him to get like a nice shot. Wait. You might have to get lower, Max. Okay, I'll show you an example of wide open against not wide open. Sit. Sit. Wait. So he's offering us, without asking him, he's offering us different positions, so he's kind of sat out of the way now. Oh, there we go. This is the fully wide position. So now, you know what I'll do? Wait, sit, sit, and wait. Let me see if I can use this tree and do a bit of like a paparazzi shot through the trees, because that will add nice blur. Okay, that was a few shots this way. I'm going to show you all of these raw, unedited, and then we'll do a bit of editing on them. So we've got a few nice shots there. Now we'll change position and do this, the foresty type shoot. Okay, sit, 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 and wait. Look, wait. So now I'm going to do a 2.8, because I know there's more trees here and there's not as much. You might have to come around if you want to see me doing the shot. So do a nice smooth round. Yeah, so I'm going to zoom right in. I'm going to go 2.8. This side is a lot darker, so I can tell straight away. And he gets up as soon as I take a shot. Okay. You okay? Oh, come on, come on, come on. One more. We'll do a couple of shots here. Give me a good old shake. Come here, Max. Come here. I have to be very firm, otherwise he'll think I'm joking. Come here, like he's a bad boy. Sit. Wait. Good boy. Wait. Wait. Max is very obedient, so we're lucky he's not like most models where he just does what he wants to do. Hey. Sometimes you have to expose for the background because Max is dark. So if you always expose for taking a few shots there because it's starting to rain. So yeah, if you're exposing on a dark animal or anything dark, so say for example in this picture you have to focus on my black jacket. When we're using that system I showed you earlier, the camera will think that's black, so I need to make that brighter. It tries to compensate and makes that brighter, but then everything else seems bright as well. So sometimes you might not want to concentrate on the one black thing in the photo. Concentrate on a mid-tone. So I normally use like a bush or a tree, and I use that as a midpoint. I'll show you two photos where that is a good example. So if you're using that middle metering mode system, these two photos you should see now will show you the difference of metering on the black dog versus metering on the tree behind him. And the tree behind him makes everything more equal as opposed to really bright. So that's a quick look at that. Might be too bright actually, but we'll knock up to 500 shutter speed. Hey! Okay, so now we're in that other area, which is the building behind us. We don't always want him sitting down, but that is too bright, so we're gonna have to go to f4. So now I want to get a wide with Max. I'm kneeling down on the floor and I'm gonna get the background in as well. So now I'm on 24mm. Okay, there we go. Beautiful, he's looking at the way now. Max. Some of these won't be great because I'm just a nice close one. Okay, that's a nice portrait style one there. I haven't done any, I've all done landscape. We'll try a portrait. I'll show you these and see what you think. Okay, that's a bit blown out. Let's try one more. Okay, so I'm really close. Let me get a bit further back. So what we'll do now is I want a really low aperture. So I'm going at 2.8, which means I'll have to go at a really high shutter speed, which is okay. So right now that one was 1000 at 2.8. So let's see what Max. Sit. Should take one, do one of these bag off. Come on, sit please. Hey, sit. Wait. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back and zoom into him. Stay. Kneel down on some nice bit of rockery. Max. Focus and reposition. Not bad. I'll probably put out some details in post-processing. Let's do a top down. Normally I don't do shots like this, but let's do one over him just to see, so you can see how that looks, because most people with their phones take shots just above. So that was too dark, obviously, because the ground is Not as bright as the ceiling, but there you'll see that shot in the test. Okay, good boy. So now I'll take his bag off maybe and do like a... Actually no, we did a shoot yesterday which went amazingly. And we'll put those photos up. So you'll see those where he wasn't wearing the bag. And right now if you spin around you'll see him on the hill. Wait. Wait. Good boy, wait. So that might be a good shot. Hey! So this would be a good advantage because it's already high. Stay! Let's see if I can get... Okay. A few shots.